The day has finally come. Finally, Shibarium knocking on the door. We've got an introduction to Shibarium, Shiba Inu's Layer 2 network. Rejoice, Shib Army. Shibarium beta is about to be launched, and through this article we're about to jump into, want to introduce some basic concepts in order to provide clarity to the community. This is coming right from the Shib Token's Twitter, and of course, we want to dive into it and get into all of the details in this video, guys. Welcome back. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive right in to this. So the introduction to Shibarium, Shiba Inu's Layer 2 network. Very important note here at the top. We're going to lead with this. Now, it says we ask the community to please understand this is a phased release. Okay, it's not a matter of when, but a matter of developing Shibarium correctly and introducing it responsibly. We've talked about this, right? We've got to get this right. It's not a matter of when it's ready, it should be ready correctly. And that's what they're speaking to here. Avoid asking when, because the answer will always be soon. Yet with that being said, we are approaching the finishing touches for Shibarium's beta and its imminent launch. So that is what we have so far. Now, Shib's goal has always been to welcome new crypto users and educate them on the development process of a ground-up project. It's always been a token of the people, right? Patience is key. They go into some ideas here. Shibarium is being built to fulfill Ryoshi's vision and provide the community with a tool to build and grow the project on their own terms. This broadcast aims to educate and inform the Shiba community, both experienced and new, to the topic of blockchain and layers, about the operation of our upcoming Layer 2. By understanding these key concepts we're going to go over in this video, we hope to create a user-friendly and welcoming experience for everybody at the time of launch. Our goal is that upon the release of the testnet, our community will have a good understanding of the key concepts. So it's important that you stay locked in here and take a look at this even after this video. I want to go over some of the highlights here. So Shibarium, what is it? Let's just go at a high level. What is it? It's a blockchain, an L2, a layer 2 scaling solution running on top of the Ethereum, which is a layer 1 or mainnet. So it's running on top of Ethereum's blockchain with the Shib ecosystem tokens, Shib, Leash, and Bone utilized. A layer 2 blockchain provides the benefits of scalability, faster transaction times, lower fees, and an expanded development framework. You can also easily onboard other companies, other projects, other tools, other dApps, right? So with the evolution of Web3, blockchain tech is starting to emerge into the commonplace. Web3 is the future. Shib's L2 blockchain, Shibarium, protocols can serve different industry areas such as metaverse, Web3 innovation, and gaming. Shaitoshi's talked about this recently in the Discord. Make sure you guys are locked in over there. He's talked about the future of gaming. One of those companies, UFO, company I've talked about way back in 2021, potentially using Shibarium's blockchain for gaming could be a very interesting future here for the Shib ecosystem. Now, this layer aims as a protocol to work on top of an existing blockchain. Okay, so it's not a standalone blockchain. It sits on top of the Ethereum blockchain, allowing, again, for faster, cheaper, and more private transactions to be processed off-chain while still relying on the security of the underlying blockchain, in this case, Ethereum. Shibarium is set to revolutionize the Shib ecosystem. So, in the summer of 2021, it was common for the cost of gas for adopting cryptocurrencies or NFTs on the ERC network extremely high, right? I mean, it was ridiculous, some of the gas wars. I remember the other side metaverse, that's ApeCoin's metaverse. And what me and my friend Oscar Ramos, another content creator here on YouTube, we tried to get land in the other side metaverse, and the gas war was insane. We were going to pay $3,000 or $4,000 for gas, and we were like, that's ridiculous. We're not going to do that, right? So how do we remove the barrier? Well, it's L2s like Shibarium. Transactions occur off-chain, meaning transactions occur outside of the layer 1. Now, what's an L2? Another L2 is for Ethereum is Polygon, right? That's another example here. Allowing the L2 blockchain to do the majority of the processing work alleviates bandwidth, which results in lower costs, gas fees, and processing time. So it goes faster and it's cheaper. Beyond the cost and speed, the development framework for Shibarium provides robust functionality to allow the community to build their vision into the blockchain. dApps, we mentioned that a little bit ago. Programs that exist and run on a blockchain are a critical component to the expansion of Web3. We're talking gaming, social media, education, and supply chains. talking to Marcy Jastro from Shib the Metaverse, they're going to have an educational component within their metaverse. That's something they're thinking about. I told her I would love to be a part of that. By the way, I emailed Marcy today. We're going to try to get her back on the channel here for the Shib Army and talk more about the Shib Metaverse. Excited about that. So, of course, we've got NFTs, just like it's layer 1 Ethereum. Shibarium allows for the creation of chain-specific NFTs, event tickets, items, assets used in games, art, and music. It's really a great tool for this ecosystem to not only grow within, but also to acquire or allow other companies to launch various protocols and dApps on Shibarium, right? Now, of course, Bone is going to be the native token selected to pay for gas, transactions, and reward validators and delegators within the Shib protocol. Since its birth in July 2021, its main function has been linked to governance, but now you can add on these new tools that Bone will serve as when Shibarium launches. With a total supply of 250 million, of which 20 million have been reserved to reward validators and delegators in the coming years and voted on by the Shiba community through our DAO process, there's going to be some scarcity here for Bone. So that's why we've been talking about it. And that's why I've got some as well, along with, a healthy amount of Shib. I want some Bone in this ecosystem too. And eventually I want to get some leash as well. This is, of course, not financial advice, but obviously, we're big proponents of Shib and what they're building here. So now in terms of validators, blockchain validators are nodes in a blockchain network that are responsible for verifying and validating transactions and for maintaining the integrity of the ledger. These nodes are typically run by entities called validator operators. The validator's role is to ensure the integrity of Shibarium's blockchain by verifying all transactions as valid and that they conform to the rules and protocols of the network. Once transaction is validated, obviously it goes through with no issues. We'll scroll through some of the details here. I highly encourage you to check this out because this is a great educational piece here, okay? Now, what about delegators in Shibarium? These are individual users or an entity that participates in a consensus mechanism called DPoS, or delegated proof of stake, by delegating their voting rights to a validator. Delegators are people who own Bone and choose to support the network by staking their tokens in validator nodes instead of running one themselves. On the other hand, this also implies they're exposed to the same risks as validators. So, welcoming in Shibarium's testnet. So, why is there a testnet? Well, these allow developers to test the applications and contracts without using real cryptos. Faucets are used to obtain the test cryptocurrency needed to interact with the testnet blockchain, in this case, the upcoming Shibarium testnet. So they'll go through a round of testing phases. The Shibarium's testnet faucet confirms the dispensing of a small amount of test crypto to users for testing purposes. Shibarium testnet will utilize a Bone test token in order to allow users and devs to do massive tests on the network before they fully roll it out and are 100% confident that it's functional for the masses. Now, we know that part of the other process here is burning tokens, right? And again, I highly encourage you to go through a lot of these specifics here. There's a lot here, okay? But they go through some of how the rewards will be distributed, what the validator receives, what the delegator receives. They go through some of the operability that we've kind of highlighted already, transactions and gas. When you're, going with transactions on this blockchain, on the L2, they'll be utilizing Bone. Now, here we go. Keeping the promise and often requested by the Shiba community, we confirm that all transactions on the network will have an implicit burn amount for Shib token. This will operate within the base gas fee of these transactions being utilized to burn Shib through our renewed burn portal. This will occur every time a transaction is made on the network, every single time. So there's our incentive to utilize Shibarium. By implementing this feature, burning Shib tokens, every transaction will be reflected in the total token supply, as we hope it will have a significant impact on the circulating amount of the Shib supply over time. So again, this is still an over time situation. However, this is going to be great because now we don't have to rely on just sending tokens to the dead wallet, right? We can actually just burn tokens by utilizing Shibarium, which that makes a lot more sense. That's something the Shib dev team promised, and they're looking to deliver on that promise here. So Again, highly encourage you to go through all the details here. I wanted to go over pretty extensively here. This video is a little bit over 10 minutes. Hopefully this helps you kind of understand. I'm excited about where we're heading. Can't wait to learn more about this, but it's exciting times ahead as we just hit the 15th of January today. Didn't take long into 2023, and we're just beginning now with Shibarium. Let me know what you guys think about it down below. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you very soon. Bye.